Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are doing our monthly full day of eating. So we're in September. My name is Lena, I'm a practical nutritionist. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like button, leave me a comment below if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns about what you watched today, or any ideas for new content to come. So yesterday I recorded a full day of eating for you guys and the why. My full day of eatings will never just be here's what I'm eating. It'll always give you an in-depth explanation as to why I chose those contents of that meal specifically, to eat as much or as little as I did, how it made me feel and all that stuff. And I give you that explanation because I want you to use it more as a learning experience than a comparison, right? Don't compare your portions to my portions. Don't compare the contents of your meal to the contents of my meal, but instead use it to learn and educate yourself on what a balanced meal can look like. A little bit of background information, and you'll see this as you watch. I'm not following any diets here, but I am being very intentional about my food choices. So my personal method that I work with clients on and share on Instagram and TikTok is the practical nutrition method, which involves a balanced plate, intentionality, understanding the why behind why you're eating, and having that mold and fit to your personal goals, whether that be weight loss, weight maintenance, building general healthy habits, confidence behind food, food freedom, etc. My personal goals right now, because that's what you're watching, right? You're watching this from my point of view, from an example. My personal goals are to focus solely, mostly, on my protein intake and my fiber intake right now. And the two whys behind this is I know my protein intake is low. It has been low for a little bit now, ever since I got nose surgery in May. We're in September now. And ever since then, my protein intake has just not gone back to what it probably is better off being. So I'm trying just to get closer. I don't have a really strict goal, but anywhere between like 80 to 120, that's my nice big range. Grams of protein would be really nice day to day. I would love to sit right around 100. So that's the goal there. You'll hear me talk about protein, and I'll even be kind of tracking my protein intake really roughly, just so you guys can get a glimpse into what that looks like. And the same thing with fiber. I recently saw my gastroenterologist, and she recommended that I start being a little bit more intentional about my fiber intake. So you'll notice me kind of diving deep in there as well. I will not be calorie counting, but I do think I reference calories once or twice. As far as weight maintenance or weight loss goes, I'm really just eating in a way that makes my body feel good. I do have a wedding coming up in December, so if 5 pounds just happens to trickle down, I'm definitely not gonna be mad about that. But weight loss is not something that I'm hyper focused on right now. I think I just do better when I'm intentional on my habits and behaviors than I am with a very strict weight loss goal for me personally. Now, everybody is different on that. There's nothing wrong with setting an intentional weight loss goal, but I am taking it really easy. I prefer to focus on my protein and fiber intake right now. If the scale happens to trickle down, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I'm happy sitting here at my happy weight, if that's what that means. I recorded this full day of eating yesterday, so it's gonna go straight into what I ate yesterday, okay? All right, enjoy. Quick why behind this meal, and then I will go look human for you guys. I got a 1/3 cup of oats, and then I got a 1/4 of a banana. Both of those are going to basically be my carbs. Getting plenty of fiber from my oats. I think there's 4 grams of fiber in my oats, closer to 5 grams of fiber in every tablespoon of chia seeds, and I use 2, so I'm good on my fiber. Then I use a scoop of Ancient Nutrition collagen protein, the vanilla. You don't need this. You could throw some Greek yogurt on top afterwards as a protein source, or some egg whites. Even tofu, if you're vegan, would be a fine protein source. But I like the powder. I just think it's super easy and convenient, and it adds some flavors. Almond butter on top is healthy fats, but also we are getting healthy fats in our chia seeds and even in our hemp hearts that I just sprinkled on top for some chewiness and a little extra of a protein boost. And then cinnamon just to make it taste good. So that's the why. I like it. It's cozy. I'm in the mood for something warm. It's also super easy. For drinks, I have black tea today. So I drink coffee pretty regularly, but I have been alternating between coffee and black tea just because of the way it makes me feel. I love coffee, I love it, but lately I felt like maybe I'm not sleeping great, and maybe it's making me a little bit jittery, or I can't use the bathroom as well when I drink well, I can, and then I can't the next day when I drink coffee. So I'm just doing the right thing here, and I'm alternating. I'm not getting rid of the coffee because I like it and it brings me a lot of joy, but I'm alternating with coffee and black tea. I don't always want to, but I know it makes me feel best. I'm choosing delayed gratification over instant gratification. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm being dramatic. It's not bad. I feel like whenever somebody records a full day of eating, it ends up becoming a full vlog because we end up telling you guys everything that we do in between our meals. But I just had breakfast maybe like an hour and a half ago, got ready for the day, checked some emails, did some editing. I'm still doing some editing while I'm walking, and then I'm gonna sit down and be on my computer for a while. So I just figured I'd give you some background.
2 seconds later.
I feel like I lied to you. I feel like I need a snack right now. It's a 10:45, a little early for lunch. So we're gonna go for a quick snack just to hold me over for a little bit. And when I pick a snack, I'm gonna look for protein. If I can find some fiber, that'll be great. Healthy fats is fine. And then I wanna keep this between 150 to 250 calories. I don't count or track calories, but I do like the awareness. And it's a snack, it's not meant to keep me full forever, just for a little bit. So it doesn't need to be massive. It also doesn't need to be mini. I'm gonna try to share this quickly so I can get back to what I need to do today. But the logic and the why behind an RX bar is that we're getting 12 grams of protein. So I know that this is gonna be good enough and it's not gonna massively raise my blood sugar or anything like that, right? It's well balanced with a solid 12 grams of protein. And then we do have a little bit of fiber, which I really like. We got 4 grams of fiber. My doctor told me to eat more fiber, so I'm trying to do that. And I know I have to be more intentional with protein. So that 12 grams of protein is helpful for me. Those little things actually go a really long way. I don't feel like having like a bowl of yogurt or cottage cheese or something like that. I really just want to move on with my day. I don't want to have to take a plate. So I like RX bars because they come in handy and I really trust these ingredients, right? Like egg whites, almonds, cashews, dates, really easy. The only added ingredient that someone might fight is the natural flavors, and I'm not going to hyper focus on that. So I also find that snacks are like 80 times more satisfying when I have water and when I don't forget to drink water with them. Sometimes you have a snack and you're like, okay, that didn't take up all the volume in my stomach, but I know it's all I need for right now because I have a meal coming later or soon after. Don't forget to drink your water. This is like lemon water from this morning. If I remember, I'll throw some lemon into my first cup of water. I'm not anal about this, but I like the way that it feels and I like the way that it tastes. Still haven't changed my clothes, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go make lunch. My mom is on the phone, so we'll see how I do this. Okay, my mom was screaming in the kitchen on the phone. Not literally screaming, but talking extremely loudly, which is fine because it's her house, while I was making lunch. So I didn't get to show you the actual process, but I'll show you now. So I have eggs and cottage cheese, and this is something that I've been doing for a while. I think it tastes really good. But I like it because the cottage cheese is going to bump up the protein content of our eggs. A lot of times we think that eggs alone are enough protein, but it's actually only 14 grams. When we add about half a cup of cottage cheese to that, we get to bring that 14 grams all the way up to 24. And then I have this sprouted toast from Aldi that has actually another 4 grams of protein. So that's kind of what I focus on when I'm putting my meal together, is number one, that. So I want to make sure I have enough protein so that I stay full and satisfied until my next meal or snack. My eggs is 14, my cottage cheese is about 10, and then my 4 grams from my toast is going to bring that up to 28. This, obviously, we're getting lots of carbs, and we're also getting, I think it's 4 grams of fiber, 2.5 grams of fiber. And then with my half an avocado, we're getting even more fiber and healthy fats there. So if I look at my overall balanced plate, I have color. I don't have half a plate of veggies because it's just been easier at lunch to not have it, to digest this, to not feel super bloated from all the veg lately, but I will have it at dinner. Right now we just are sticking with the avocado for my fiber, eggs and cottage cheese for my protein, healthy fats in there too, and then fiber, a little bit of protein, lots of carbs from my toast. If this is enough, that's great, and if it's not, I can have something else. We will revisit in a little bit, but I love doing eggs and toast and avocado because it's just easy, it's fast, it is, I think, also very comforting and warm and yummy. So that's my why, right? There's a huge satisfaction factor behind this. My eggs also have za'atar in them, which is a Middle Eastern spice, and I really love throwing it in there because that just ups my satisfaction there. Some people might look at this and say it's not enough. To that I say, if I want a snack, I'll get one. Finished my lunch plate, and this watermelon was out and on the counter, so I feel like I still have some space in my stomach. This is just another bit of fiber and color added to the meal. I saw it, it looked good, and it wasn't like stuffed, right? There's still room for it. So I'll eat this and then I'll go move on. It's like a lunch, dessert, extension of lunch, snack-ish kind of thing. Something to make sure that I am full and satisfied and able to move on. It adds color, adds nutrients, nothing wrong. Moments like this definitely happen more when you are living with other people, right? Because when I'm living with my mom, more things are out on the counter than when I'm probably like when I was living alone, right? I would put more things away. That being said, living alone isn't a problem solver or a solution to any eating habits, right? You still have to set yourself up for success and make sure that those positive eating habits are intrinsic and not just environmental. At the same time, there are cookies out on the counter right there. And the why behind not eating that is just that it's not really what I need or want right now, right? It's not going to make me feel any more full and satisfied. It's just gonna be a cookie. I don't know, they're also not my favorite cookies. I know personally for me, because I've gone through the trial and error, that having something sweet in the middle of the day just because it's out on the counter isn't the best habit and behavior for me, but I'm better off waiting until I'm ready to sit down and enjoy dessert than I am having it kind of like in the middle of the day just because it's there habitually. So this watermelon is serving a little bit bigger of a purpose than just dessert. I always have dessert though, so we will talk about that later when it comes about. I'm running an errand now. It's a super exciting one. I am dropping off my marriage certificate at the courthouse. I haven't like announced this on Instagram or anything like that because I don't know, I just wanted to keep it private for a while. But yeah, I got married last week legally. Actually forgot my wallet, so I really hope I don't have to pay for anything. I do have to pay for parking at the courthouse, but I forgot my wallet, so obviously I couldn't do that, so I parked across the street and I'm walking, which is great because I haven't barely gotten in any steps today. I mean, it was raining this morning, so I didn't go for like my normal morning walk. I just like edited while I walked, which wasn't many steps at all. So it's good to like be out and in fresh air and moving. Wish me luck. Let's hope it works without my wallet. Well, it worked. I did need my wallet, but she gave it to me anyways, which was very, very nice of her. And now this is one more thing crossed off the checklist. This is your sign. If you have something on your to-do list, just do it, get it done, cross it off. You'll be so much happier. Okay, we got our last real meal of the day, not the last thing that I'm eating of the day, but the last meal of the day. And let's just talk about the quick why it's this. It's this because I have it, it's leftovers, and that's the practical part of my life. Am I 100% in the mood for it? I've eaten it for the last 2 days? Probably not, but it doesn't matter. This is what I made, it's what I have, and I'm gonna eat my leftovers. And it does taste really good. It just keeps my life easy to have leftovers. Some people call it meal prep, I call it leftovers. Same thing. So we got the half plate of veggies in this plate. We did a base of spinach, and then I just added some roasted zucchini and squash on the side. My starchy carb is sweet potatoes. My protein is shrimp, and with shrimp we always put more than we think we need because you need more protein, right? So we want about 20 grams of protein, 25, 30 even. So you're gonna put a little bit more shrimp than you think you need. The dressing is a homemade one. All of these recipes are on my website, so I will link that in the description. And they're also on Instagram and on TikTok. But yeah, that's why. It tastes good. I made it. I know I like it. It's balanced. If I'm 100% in the mood for it or not, doesn't matter. The convenience wins. Okay, what I can imagine will be my last thing that I'm eating of the day. Who knows, okay? If something else comes, I'll let you know. I can imagine this is gonna be my last. This is dessert. These are ice cream sandwiches from Trader Joe's. They're double cookie, real ice cream. They're not healthier, they're not high protein. They're just regular ice cream sandwiches. They do have a hefty amount of sugar, so I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel anything and I feel fine. Sometimes it's not the best idea because I don't feel great after. But no, I would say for the most part, I have a really high sugar tolerance and these fit in just fine. It's really the only added sugar of the day that I can think of. So it doesn't bother me one bit. This is my balance. And before I did things like this, like had like the real deal, I did have a tendency to overeat the real deal on the weekend or by the end of the day. So this is definitely a trial and error moment, and this is good for me. And I look forward to it and I enjoy it. And yeah, that's my why. It's definitely not healthier. It's just the real deal. And I love it. And it makes my balanced meals that much better. You know what I mean? Because I'm not looking to them for satisfaction that they can't give me. I'm getting it from here. It takes a long time to get to that point, I will say, but once you get there, it's worth it. And I don't balance these into meals. I used to like balance in every single treat into a meal. I don't do that anymore. I just eat dessert relatively soon after dinner. I did wait at like an hour today, so it's 6:30. So my blood sugar will rise and it will fall and I'll be okay. I don't know. If you want more information on that, leave me a comment and we'll make a video on dessert next time in the practical balance with weight loss and dessert. I have to say though, I lose weight better when I'm doing this than I do, and maintain it when I'm doing this than I do when I'm not. So yeah, if you want a full explanation on dessert and how it fits with healthy habits and a balanced lifestyle, let me know. We'll dive deep. But that's what I'm ending my night with. I'm gonna watch TV while I eat this too, because I want to. Okay, I just realized I never recorded my conclusion, and I think that's because I was just waiting to see if I ate anything else that day, and I didn't, and I just went to bed. But that was my day. I will see you guys in the next one. So I will be posting these full days of eating every single month with the whole why explanation. So you will see nuances in between. I'll try to do some different days, not all normal weekdays, but I'll try to throw in some weekends, some event days, so you can see how I manage everything, right? In the meantime, leave me any comments on the videos you want to see in between those, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.